the home of all things speed, innovation, and the machines redefining the future of the road. If you're a fan of cars that don't just push boundaries but absolutely obliterate them, then buckle in. Because today, we're taking you into one of the most talked about, delayed, teased, and mythologized vehicles of the modern age, the 2026 Tesla Roadster. It's a car that was promised to change the automotive landscape forever, with performance specs so wild, so unbelievable, they sounded like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. But in typical Tesla fashion, it's been a long journey from promise to production. So in this deep dive episode, we're unpacking everything. The history, the engineering, the delays, the breakthroughs, the competitors, the future, and asking the most important question of all. Is the Roadster still the game changer Tesla claims it is? Let's rewind to 2017. Elon Musk took the stage during the semi-truck unveiling, and in a total surprise move, pulled the curtain back on a car no one expected to see that night. Sleek, low-slung, and finished in a glossy cherry red, the second-generation Tesla Roadster rolled out of the trailer of the Tesla Semi to a crowd that instantly erupted. The crowd had come for trucks and got a spaceship. Musk stood in front of it and made a claim that immediately sent shockwaves through the auto industry. 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds, quarter mile in 8.8, a top speed of over 250 miles per hour, a driving range of 620 miles, and if that wasn't enough, he casually dropped that the base price would start at $200,000, 0 cents, with a $250,000 0 cents Founders Edition requiring full payment up front. People didn't just clap, they pulled out credit cards. What made that moment so seismic wasn't just the specs. It was the idea that an electric car, not from Ferrari, Porsche, or Bugatti, but from Tesla, could redefine the very idea of what a supercar could be. It wasn't just a challenge to other automakers. It was a declaration that the internal combustion engine had reached the end of its supremacy. Here was Tesla, a company barely 15 years old at the time, promising to make the fastest production car in the world and make it electric. But as years passed, the Roadster went from revolutionary to elusive. Tesla shifted focus to the Model 3, then the Model Y, and eventually the Cybertruck. Full self-driving became an obsession for Elon Musk and his engineering team, and priorities changed. The Roadster became a sort of mythical creature, glimpsed occasionally in tweets and interviews, mentioned during shareholder meetings, and promised again and again for next year, then next year, then silence. Some called it vaporware, some gave up waiting, but some, especially the ones who put down that $250,000, 0 cents, kept believing. And that belief wasn't without merit. In 2023, Tesla began dropping clues that development was back on track. Musk tweeted that the engineering of the Roadster was now complete and the design was entering its final phase. By late 2024, spy shots began to surface. Gone was the prototype's smoother, more elegant shape. In its place, test vehicles appeared sharper with more aggressive aero features, wider stances, and wheels clearly built for high-speed torture testing. The Roadster was real again, and it looked serious. Now, in 2025, we finally have a near-complete picture of what this monster is going to be. And spoiler alert, it's not just an update, it's a transformation. The 2026 Tesla Roadster is built from the ground up around a tri-motor powertrain, similar to the Model S Plaid but with more powerful motors and a brand new battery architecture. It includes one motor in the front and two at the rear, enabling independent torque vectoring for unmatched cornering and straight-line grip. Tesla claims this setup will enable a 0-60 time of 1.9 seconds, or even quicker with the rumored SpaceX Package, which we'll get into in a bit. That would make it the fastest production car on the planet in terms of acceleration, beating even the Rimac Nevera and the Bugatti Chiron Supersport. And it's all electric. As for top speed, Tesla still says over 250 miles per hour. That number hasn't changed since 2017, but now it feels more plausible, especially considering the aerodynamic tweaks spotted on recent prototypes. There's active aero at work now. Movable splitters, spoilers, and diffusers, all designed to reduce drag and increase downforce at high speeds. This isn't just a fast car, it's a fast car that knows how to use its speed. But performance isn't just about speed, It's also about stamina. And that's where the Roadster's rumored 200 kilowatt-hour battery pack comes in. Twice the size of what's in a Model S Plaid, this pack uses Tesla's new 4680 cells to deliver more energy in a lighter and smaller form factor. Tesla says the Roadster will be able to drive 620 miles on a single charge. That's more than most gasoline-powered cars can achieve with a full tank. It's also a direct response to one of the few arguments left in favor of ICE, range anxiety. With this car, range anxiety isn't even part of the conversation. Now let's talk about the feature everyone keeps asking about, the SpaceX Package. This isn't a gimmick, it's not a joke, it's real. Tesla is partnering with SpaceX to incorporate cold gas thrusters into the body of the Roadster. These are small, high-pressure air jets typically used on spacecraft to make fine-tuned adjustments in orbit. On a car, they could theoretically be used to push the car downward for extra grip during acceleration, or sideways for tighter cornering. There's even talk of using them for short, controlled jumps or hover-style maneuvers. Musk has been vague about specifics, but clear on one point: it will blow your mind. If this package becomes available to consumers, it will be the most radical innovation ever offered on a road-legal vehicle. It will also likely be illegal in some jurisdictions, but it shows what Tesla is aiming for: not just performance, but absolute dominance. Inside the cabin, things are looking just as futuristic. Early photos show a minimalistic interior with clean lines, vegan leather upholstery, and carbon fiber accents. There's no traditional steering wheel, just a yoke. And the central touchscreen appears to be even more immersive than in current Tesla models, likely supporting streaming, gaming, and full customization of performance modes. Tesla is also said to be working on a Plaid Plus UI experience specifically for the Roadster, offering enhanced track telemetry, over-the-air tuning, and adaptive ride control, all managed digitally in real time. And what about charging? With a battery this big, you'd think recharge times would be a problem. But Tesla's rollout of V4 superchargers changes the game. With higher peak wattage and better thermal management, the Roadster should be able to recover hundreds of miles of range in just minutes. And with new charge connectors becoming the North American standard, the Roadster will be able to access a growing number of networks beyond Tesla's own. Convenience won't be an issue. So who is this car for? At a base price of $200,000, 0 cents, and with higher spec versions pushing past $250,000, 0 cents, the Roadster isn't aimed at the average Tesla buyer. This is a halo car. It's a flex, a showcase of Tesla's engineering limits. It's designed to compete not with your neighbor's BMW, but with McLaren, Koenigsegg, and Peugeot. And even there, Tesla brings something none of them can: software. The Roadster is likely to include full self-driving, auto park, smart summon, Sentry mode, and whatever new AI features Tesla cooks up over the next year. It won't just be fast, it will be intelligent. Of course, no conversation about the Roadster is complete without talking about the competition. In 2025, the EV supercar market is finally getting crowded, and Rimac's Nevera is the current king of acceleration, hitting 60 mph in 1.85 seconds and topping out at 258. Lucid's Air Sapphire, while a sedan, has a tri-motor system and performance figures that rival Tesla's. Porsche is working on a next-gen Taycan Turbo GT, and even Ferrari has confirmed it will launch its first all-electric car by 2026. So Tesla's Roadster is no longer alone. It's entering a true battle for supremacy. But what Tesla has that no one else does is the ecosystem. Superchargers, software, AI, OTA updates, a company that moves faster than regulation, and a CEO who, for all his controversies, knows how to generate hype like no one else. If the Roadster delivers even 80% of what Musk has promised, it will still be one of the most impressive cars ever made. Still, it's important to be honest. The Roadster has been delayed more than any other Tesla product. It has seen 6 years of shifting deadlines, changing specs, and radio silence. Some reservation holders have waited nearly a decade, and as we near the supposed 2026 delivery window, people are asking a fair question. Will it really happen this time? Tesla says, yes. Production is expected to begin in late 2025, with early deliveries rolling out to Founders Series holders in early 2026. Whether that timeline holds is anyone's guess. But But test vehicles are real, engineers are working, prototypes are moving, and the future, just maybe, is getting closer. So what does it all mean? Why does the Roadster matter? It's not just about acceleration. It's about what's possible. It's about proving that electric cars can go toe-to-toe with the fastest gasoline cars in history, and win. It's about raising the bar so high that no one can ignore the electric revolution anymore. It's about inspiration, risk, innovation, and maybe even redemption.